and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name is Nick, and today, guys, we're going to be jumping down into the world of Cardano, taking a look at what has been going on most recently and what I think is likely to happen next. As I get into this video, if you find it useful and informative, smash that like button. I do appreciate that. If you happen to be new to the channel, then why not go ahead and subscribe, tap the bell, select all the notifications, and in doing so, you will be kept up to date with absolutely everything that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. And if you haven't yet joined us in Discord, guys, you are missing a trick. Check it out. Linked in the description down below. It's completely free. I don't think you'll be disappointed by what you find down there either. It's the first place we go to notify you of the ins and the outs of everything that is happening in the crypto space. So why not check it out in the description below. Okay, Cardano paired up with USDT on the hourly chart, and Binance is our data source here. Now, just following on from kind of what I was talking to our Patreon members about yesterday, is essentially I do see us moving down into this kind of five-wave structure here. Now, in fact, this chart here is actually a little less clear as this one, so we're just going to focus in on this one for a second here. Okay, so as you can kind of see that we have these two levels, these were both targets that were hit. I think this is, yeah, it's probably going to be our end of our third wave. We're coming up into our fourth during last night, and now we're looking to come down one last time. That would then complete this entire fifth wave structure at a macro level. So let me pull that out here. See this one here? This is basically a wave 4 upwards. This is a wave 5. This one here is our little mini wave 4, and inside our wave 3, if I grab hold of my 5-wave structures, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So everything is nesting down really, really nicely. And you know, if I zoom back out of this just a fraction, you can kind of see that this is a giant fifth wave. It was 5 waves inside there, and we've mapped down. We're mapping 5 waves inside that fifth wave. So everything looks like it's moving along quite nicely. Okay, so just going to keep that in mind that our original targets, we hit this very briefly, but I don't think we're done just yet. This was basically between 24.18 and 25 cent. I think we're going to come back down a little bit deeper into this range. So let's go ahead and talk about where I think this is likely to go. So let's go ahead and drag this in here. Yeah, so we're basically going to now refine our targeted range for how low this thing could go. And it's going to be right in here between 24.31 and 24.66. Let me just check. 24.31 and 24.66. That would be my expectations on finishing this structure. So let me just draw this out so you can see. We have wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and then into this little one here for wave 5. Our stochastic RSI on our hourly chart is nice and high, but not anymore on the 4-hour or 8-hour. Oversold on the daily, weekly, monthly, so all of those macros are looking good. Let's go ahead and just take a look at this stochastic on that 4-hour. Coming down, moved up a fair bit here. We're going to have to come back down just one more time. On the 8-hour chart, just progressing and peaking up just a fraction there. 12-hour is oversold, 16 hours oversold, 20-hour is oversold, daily is oversold, weekly is oversold, monthly is oversold. So for the most part, we are expecting just one last dip by the looks of it across the momentum indicators and also within our subwave counting here. So if I were to zoom out just this a fraction, you can kind of see we had this move coming in, we're coming down into this final fifth wave low point, and all of this appears to be our fourth wave move upwards, and this is our final fifth wave down lower. Let's go ahead and just check out, if I grab this on the right spot, just check this low to this high, and yeah, we get right into this sweet spot as well. So I'll adjust this range just here and pull this one in. So yeah, basically 24.53 to 25.13. So 25.13 was our lowest minimum expectation, and we have already hit that. We're looking for just this little bit further, as I said, 24.31 to 24.66, and we should be done. Looking to avoid 22.23 where possible, but again, that's our macro Y wave. So everything on this looks really, really tidy at the moment. I think, though, if I come back to my other chart here and come to our daily chart and bring this down, we'll get rid of that. I don't need that one. If we take a look at this, okay, what I think is actually going on the daily time frame is a double zigzag, as in we had this initial zigzag over here, we then go up in 3, and then we have this move coming down. This is where we currently are towards the end of this A wave, and we're looking at ending this structure, right? So we've gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're looking to finish off the 5th wave, and then I'm looking for 3 waves upwards, probably going to be pushing up into the mid to high 30s, and then we're looking to go back down in 5 waves, and I think this is where we see the 20-cent range coming on in, as long as it stays and remains a zigzag pattern. Doesn't have to, of course, could change into an impulsive structure. We could come all the way down to 10 cent for all I know, right? But at the moment, a zigzag is the minimum expectation. That's kind of where I do sit with this. On the daily chart, we are below the 200 EMA. The 200 EMA in traditional finance, whether that's stock market or forex market, is used as a trend filter. If you're below the 200 EMA on a daily or weekly time frame, for example, we are in a downward trend. They would call it that. Now, I don't think the structures here are trend based. They are corrective based, but looking at a 200 EMA like this, it allows us to understand that we should be expecting price to fall, not climb. At some point, though, we will actually peak above this 200 EMA on these macro timeframes, and we'll be able to kind of start to think about reversals in the space. But as I said, at the moment, everything here is corrective. This looks like a double zigzag pattern to me. We can have up to a triple zigzag. We can't have any more than that. And do I think we've had that already? I'm not so sure. I think this is just a string of corrections being strung together at the moment. So for me, I do think that we've got some pretty good progression here, both to the upside and to the downside. I don't think we're done setting new lower lows for Cardano's ADA, but do expect a bounce to the upside. At least that's where I am thinking things have to go under these particular patterns. We're not impulsive. We're not doing anything more than that. And all of these kind of being strung together the way that they are gives me ground to think that we are in a pretty reasonable position. We've either gone zigzag over this side and then a zigzag over here, and we are done at these points and we can just moon, or alternatively, we still have further to go. I think we've got further to go personally. Guys, I'm going to leave this video right there. Just a brief TA update on Cardano's ADA. If you found it useful and informative, smash the like button. I do appreciate that. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, and I'll catch everyone in the next one.